I'm Janice Kyle. I'm Maggie's mother. I have 3 other children, Victoria, Emily, and Tommy, and I live in Ontario, Canada, and I work in agriculture. I specifically wanted to come to India to visit the place where Maggie has called home for the last few months while she was attending Lady Shriram College, and to learn about the new culture that she has been immersed in. I feel fine about her going to India for a year to study because I see the smiles in her posts, and when I talk to her on the phone, and it's nice to see her so happy. And her friends just seem very nice as well. Stereotypes were that it would be very busy and very crowded, and there would be a lot of smell, and we would be very loud. And for the most part, most of it was true, because we don't honk horns at home, so it was definitely loud with the honking of the horns. It's very crowded in some cities. It's probably why I liked Orchha best, because it was the least crowded of the places we went to. I didn't expect to see all of the beautiful flowers and trees, and the trees were amazing, and even in the city of Delhi there was trees everywhere, and that was such a pleasure to see. The smells, everyone had said that there was strong smells, and I didn't experience that myself, so I guess that would be something that wasn't as distinct as I thought it may be. Each area of India definitely brought its own charm. And if you're a positive person and look for all of the great things, there's amazing things to see. I was able to see what my daughter is doing and where she goes to school, which is absolutely beautiful, and understand more of her life when she calls and talks to me. The most memorable place would be Varanasi, seeing the faith that the people from India have with the cremation and their songs, and seeing the religious rituals that take place, and the sunrise and sunset out on the boat. We also celebrated Holi with our group, so it was lots of fun to be in India, to be able to celebrate this special religious celebration. The border crossing at Nepal was interesting because we literally just walked across the border. The Chitiwan National Park, the homestay was with the tribal people, and it was probably my favorite part because it was just interesting to see them dance, and the food was excellent. We got to go on a safari. We got to go down to the river and see the sunset. The most educational place was the Sisters of Survivors, because I learned how to make momos, which I'm going to go home and share with my 4-H club. I have many, many, many highlights. But for me personally, because I enjoy doing crafts, I think what touched me the most were the 4 places we were able to go to see crafts being made. We got to go to the Indian print block art place, the jewelry making place, the paper making place, and the silk place. That's me personally. I know others had many different highlights. Obviously, like Taj Mahal was a highlight, the mountains were a highlight, but to see the people working, and it was just special for me. Yes, there is culture shock. Again, it's just the busyness of it all. The poor children, that was difficult to see. I don't really see that many similarities, to be honest. I do feel that there's more tipping gets done in India, so that's a different aspect that I'm not used to. However, I think that could be because we're in the tourist areas. In India, what I noticed that was possibly different was home is less in the workforce. But once I got to Nepal, I noticed that there was more women working. My views have changed because I believe that the portrait that we have painted of India in the Western world is more negative, and that people need to look past that and get to know the country and the people themselves. This trip means a lot to me personally. I feel like I've expanded my comfort zones, and I've enjoyed learning and seeing how another culture lives. It's just a growth experience for myself personally. I'm excited to be able to share what I learned when I returned back to Canada. I'm going to tell them that it was a beautiful place to visit, and that the people are very genuine, and that it was the best opportunity of my lifetime. Everything here exceeded my expectations. It was better than I ever imagined. I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to have this wow experience and have a once-in-a-lifetime treasure that I can check off of my bucket list.